Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, here we are on the seventh lecture of topic fractions and decimals. You can see here fractions and decimals is our topic, and it's lecture number 7. And this will probably be the final lecture of this whole chapter. So you are also aware that we have already concluded the first part of this chapter, that is fractions, and right now we have done one lecture on the second part, that is decimal. Now today's some topics that we have to deal with. Let me first remind you what we have done in the last chapter, last lecture. We have started our second topic, that is decimals, with the what do you mean by decimals, what are decimal fractions and decimal numbers. Then we also came to know what are like decimals, unlike decimals, and the optional one, that is terminating decimals. Now today's subtopics will be, first one we will deal with place value of decimal numbers. Then next one, it will be comparing decimal numbers, and the last one, that will be operating decimal numbers. Now without wasting the time, let me come to the first topic, that is place value. First of all, you should first know what actually is meant by place value. Place हम कहते हैं जगह को, and value means उसका value वहाँ पे क्या होगा, वो कितना कीमती होगा वहाँ पे. How much, what kind of value the place will have. I will give an example. You may be aware about that even in this Kashmir, if we talk about Srinagar, the value of some places is less and value of few other places is large. So it varies from place to place. The value of every place will vary as per the demand of that place. Now in the same case, in the same way here, we are having places in mathematics as well regarding the numbers. Now we will check their values. But here you are already aware what are the place values of numbers. Suppose I am writing a number here, 346. Here I am taking this number. You know that here 6 is having a value of 1's value. The same way 4 is having 10's value, and this 3 is having 100's value. Now, what do you mean by this value? It means this is like the 6 here. It is actually 6 multiplied by 1's, that is 1, which is equal to 6. When I talk about this 4, is it a 4 there or something different? Remember, it is 4. By the look, it looks like 4. But since it is at 10th place, so it has to be multiplied with 10. That is equal to 40. Now actually this 4 here, that looks like 4, but when we talk about the place at which it is placed, at which it is situated, that place's value should be multiplied by 10. So that means 4 is the actual digit that we are seeing here, but since it is at a place tens, it has to be multiplied with 10, and you will get its value equal to 40. Now when I talk about 3 here, it is 3 as it looks, but when we multiply this 3 by, when we check its place, at which place it is, it's ones, tens, and it's hundreds. So it is at hundreds place, so it has to be multiplied with 100. 3 into 100 is 300. So this is what we have done in our earlier classes. But here we have to deal with place value of decimal, after decimal point. Decimal point के बाद ये place value कैसे रहता है, what is actually happening there, we will try to know that now. So let me just rub up this, what we have already known about the place values. Now we will try to find out the place value of different decimal numbers. So let me tell you the place value of the first digit. Place value of the first digit after decimal point. Decimal point के बाद जो पहला digit आपका आता है, उसका प्लेस वैल्यू यहां पे मैं लिख रहा हूं प्लेस और यहां पे उनके वैल्यूज. Now first one, remember we are dealing with here the digits that lie after the point. The first point, first digit of the decimal point, we write that tenths. The place's name is tenth and its value is 1 by 10. That means whatever is the number that should be divided by 10. The next place is hundredths. Hundredths. So this place's value is equal to 1 by 100. That means if any digit is at the hundredths place, that should be divided by 100. Before point, the example that I have taken initially, there we multiple the numbers. Why? Because they are lying before decimal numbers. They are whole parts. But here I am talking about the fractional part. That is the decimal part. Decimal place value of the decimal point. So I know that after decimal point, what numbers will like? We call them fractional number. So this is the place value of fractional number. The first digit after point, we remember that by tenths. Its value is 1 by 10. Second place is hundredths. We value that 1 by 100. In the same way, the third place is thousands. It is thousand, it is not thousands, it is thousand, THS, thousands, and its value is 1 by 1000. So these are the places and your value of the decimal point. Now I will take an example where we will learn how to name the places according to how to name the numbers as per their place value. So let me drag the next slide here. I'm taking the next slide, second slide here. Now you can see here, I'm having a place value chart. Place value chart is on your screen right now. You can see the decimal numbers in the first column. I've pasted different decimal numbers. And then their place values here. You can see here, the first place value is hundreds. Second will be tens and first one will be, third will be ones. So these are the places that we take for the whole numbers. But when we move off the ones के बाद जब हम जाएंगे, there will lie a point here. यहाँ पे होगा point हमारा decimal point. So this is the whole part. These first three columns here, they will constitute the whole part, and next three will constitute, next after point will constitute the decimal part. The first place after decimal point, it is known as tenths. And second place is known as hundreds. In the same way, if we have third digit, that will be thousands. Now what are the values? Hundreds पे जो digit होगा हमारा, that will be digit multiple by 100. Tens पे digit multiple by 10. Ones पे digit multiple by 1. Then tenths value, it is digit multiple by 1 by 10. And hundreds, digit multiple by 1 by 100. Now, these are actually the values of these numbers, of these places. So the place that is the digit that will be at 100, it should be multiplied by 100. The digit that will be at tens place, that should be multiplied by 10. The digit that will be at ones place, that should be multiplied by 1. And ones place digit will not have any difference because 1 is multiplicative inverse number. Or multiplicative identity number. Then tenths, see tenths and tenths. After decimal point, the first place will be tenths. It will not be ones, remember that. It will be tenths. So digit into, it was tens place, digit into 10, but it's not digit into 10. It is digit into 1 by 10. So when you multiply digit into 1, it will be digit divided by 10. So here we are multiplying to 10, and in tenths place after decimal point, we are dividing it. Hundredths place, here it is hundreds. Hundreds, if it is hundreds before decimal point, it will be multiplied by 100. But after decimal point, it will be multiplied by 1 by 100. The number that's at the bottom, that means we are dividing it by 100. Now there are some decimal numbers, we will place them as per their place values. Now first we will talk about the points, about the digits which are before decimal point. So before decimal point, here it is 9. Before decimal point, starting from the ones place. Here it is 9, and 9 is at the ones place, starting from the extreme right. जब point से पहले आप बात करोगे ना, when you talk about the digits which are before point, that is whole part का point से start, point ही base बनाने और वही start करना, left side की ओर भी, right side की ओर भी. Now the digit at one place is 9, so I will place it ahead in this here, 9 digit into 1, it equal to 9, so its value is 9. Now talking about the tens place, it is 4, so tens place it is 4 multiple with 10, that will be equal to 40. So it means not 4, it's 40. Now talking about the digits that are after point. पॉइंट के बाद फिर से आपको राइट साइड से एक्सट्रीम से स्टार्ट नहीं करना है, पॉइंट के बाद सीधा पॉइंट से जो नजदीक के पास टेंथ प्लेस से स्टार्ट करना है, यहाँ से वन प्लेस स्टार्ट, यहाँ से टेंथ प्लेस स्टार्ट, पॉइंट के बाद ही जो डिजिट दैट इज 3, इट विल बी हियर आफ्टर पॉइंट इट विल बी 3 मल्टीपल बाय 1 by 10, that will be equal to 3 ones are 3 divided by 10. So what will be it is decimal? It is decimal fraction. आपको पता होगा इसका decimal number क्या होगा. Now next, it is 5 here. It is at hundreds place. It is tenths place. It is hundreds place. It will be 5 into 1 by 100. So that will be equal to 5 divided by 100. So carry it. In the same way, second hundreds place पे कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पे. So we will have a cross. Next number is 2. After point, before point, there is only it is at ones place. It is 2 into 1 here. That's equal to 2. Now, after point, it's 8 first. So it will be 8 into 1 by 10. That will be equal to 8 by 10. Then it is 3. It will be 3 into 1 by 100. That will be equal to 3 by 100. Now carry. Third, here we don't have any number at the 10th place, neither at the 100th place. The third one, before decimal point 7, so ones place पे 7 आएगा, it is ones, tenths, hundreds. This is 1 here, this is tenths here, this is hundreds. So ones place पे 7, it will be 7 into 1. That is equal to 7. Now 6 at 10th place, 6 into 10. That's equal to 60. Now 5 into 100. That's equal to 500. So this 5, it's not actually 5, its value is 500. It looks 5, but it's 500. Now carry. After decimal point, it's 0.2. Point के बाद जो number आएगा, that's a tenth place. 2 into 1 by 10. That's equal to 2 by 10. Next, third one, fourth one, we're having 67.09. 67.09. So points से पहले ones place पे 7. It will be 7 into 1, that's again equal to 7. Tens place पे 6 है, it will be 6 into tens place पे 10 होगा value, 6 tens are 60. Now, hundreds place, we don't have any number, keep it cross. After decimal point is 0, 7. So ones place पे 0, sorry, tens place, after decimal point, उसके बाद 0 आ रहा है. Point के बाद जो पहला दिख रहेगा, that's a tens place. It is 0 into 1 upon 10. That will be equal to 0 by 10, and you know 0 by anything is equal to 0. Now, hundreds place, it is 9. 9 into 1 by 10, that will be equal to 9 by 10. Now, in the above number, we don't have any reach at the hundreds place, it will be cross here. Or you can write 0. In place of cross, you can write 0. Now 85.22. 85.22. So before decimal point is 5 at ones place, it will be 5 into 1, that's equal to 5. Next, 8 at tens place, it will be 8 into 10, that's equal to 80. Hundreds place, we don't have anything, keep it 0. Now coming off the decimal point के बाद पहली place जो होती है, that's tenth, 2 into 1 by 10, that's equal to 2 by 10. Next, 4 into 1 by 100, because it is at hundredth place, that's equal to 4 by 100. So this is the place value chart for all of your numbers. Let me just settle it down here. I will settle it down. Have a look. So this is your place value chart of decimal numbers as well as their whole parts. So you can see, I hope you got this. We will carry on to our next subtopic. You can see the previous page where we have already shown you after place value of decimal numbers. We will carry on with comparing decimal numbers. Now we will compare decimal numbers. The way we have done that in the fractional numbers. We have compared fractional numbers. Now we will compare the decimal numbers. Now have a look. Our next topic is comparing decimal numbers. So this is very important for operating the decimal. Now in comparison, whenever we compare things, you are already aware, I have told you in fraction, when you have compared fractional numbers, that comparison means to check which of the given numbers is greater, smaller or equal. Now I will put here some decimal numbers in pairs and we will try to compare them. Which pair is greater, which one is greater, which one is smaller, and which pair is equal. So let me write the first example here. Compare the following. I will not consider it first example, I will consider it simply example because I will take it parts. Example is compare the following. इनको आपने बेटा compare करना है. Have a look. पहला part बोलूँगा 2.35 and 5.67. This is the first part. Second part. I will take 82.04 and 82.4 only. Third, I will take 0.631 and 0.4321. Carry. Fourth example. Let me consider these three examples. In तीन examples की बात करेंगे. One by one I will take them. Let me take the first example here. This is the first example. I am writing its answer here. So how will you compare these decimal numbers? Remember beta, whenever you have to compare the decimal number, जब आपको decimal numbers compare करने होंगे, first check their whole part. Whole part में से पहला काम, whenever you have to check compare decimal numbers, first thing you have to do is to check the whole part. If you got the number whose whole part is greater, then you need not to check the decimal part. आपको decimal part check करने की जरूरत नहीं. जिसका whole part बड़ा होगा, that will be considered as greater, irrespective to what is their decimal part or the fractional part, जो decimal point के बाद आता है. Now, if they are having same whole part, if same whole part, then check 10th place. 10th place. तब हम चेक करेंगे 10th place. अगर whole part same हो, then what we have to do? We will check the 10th place of both decimal numbers. That is the place, that is a digit that will lie exactly of the decimal point. Decimal point पर पहला digit दोनों का check करोगे. And whosoever is having 10th place greater will be considered as greater. जिसका कम होगा, उसका कम होगा. उसको कम माना. Irrespective of the digits. कि पॉइंट के बाद कितने डिजिट है वो चेक नहीं करेगा. आपको क्या चेक करना है, सिर्फ पॉइंट के बाद पहला डिजिट किसका बड़ा है, वो डेसिमल नंबर ही बड़ा होगा. नाउ इफ सेम 10th place, suppose 10th place भी सेम होगा, then check 100th, then you will go for what, 100th place and carry. इसी तरह हम carry on करते जाएंगे. Now if the whole part and the decimal part is first digit, that is 10th place, both are same, why will you get a comparison? Moving to the next digit of the decimal point, and that digit is 100th place. Whosoever is having 100th place greater will be considered as greater. अगर इक्वल हुआ तो हम एक और प्लेस की ओर जाओगे, 1000. And if you find all digits equal, they will be considered as equal. They will be considered. So let me have paste here one more example. I will paste here one more example that will help us a bit. Fourth one. I will write 3.6 and 3.600. I will take all these examples one by one and I will give you the answer of all these examples. Now I will answer the first example. First example, 2.35 and 5.67. 2.35 and 5.6. Now what do? I have to compare them, which one is greater or smaller. I will check the whole part first. Check whole part first. You can see here, the whole part, the first decimal number is having whole part 2 and the second decimal number is having whole part 5. So there is clearly comparison difference. It's clear that from the whole part, without going to the decimal part, it's clear that 2.35 is less than 5.67. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली whole part में ही difference दिख रहा है. You need not to go for a decimal part. So this part is done. Whosoever is having whole part greater will be considered as greater. Second, we are coming to the second. Second example here, it is 82.04. I am having important thing to discuss later on. And 82.4. Now I am focusing on the answer, solution of this question. Now you can have a look. Starting with the whole part. What is the whole part of this first decimal number? It is 82. And what is of the second decimal number? It's again 82. Same. Whole part is same. Whole part of both decimal numbers is same. Now, where will I have the difference between two numbers? Where will I check? Where will I make the comparison? In the decimal part. Now, moving to the decimal part. This is the decimal point. After decimal point is on 0, 10th place. 10th place, sorry. And it is 10th place is 4. The first decimal number is 10th place is 0. Second decimal number is 10th place is 4. So clearly 4 is greater than 0. It means the first decimal number, that is 82.04, is smaller than 82.4. So clearly 82.4 is greater than 82.04. Now you can have a confusion. Sir, it is having 2 digits after decimal point. It is having single digit. I told you after decimal point, number of digits don't play a role. What plays a role? Which place digit is greater. You can see it is 82.04. Now after decimal point, 82.4 can be extended. How many zeros you want to add it? It will not make difference. It will still remain 0.4. You have to read it 0.4. Because after decimal point, if you put the zeros to the number on the right side, it will not make any difference. It will still read as 82.4. Because why? It is tens place, 4 into 1 by 10, hundredths place is 0, thousandths place is 0, 10,000ths place is 0. So they all are equal to 0. So they will not make any change in the value. The 2 examples done, I will come to the third example. That is 0.631 here, 0.631, 0.4321. I am taking the third example in the next slide. Have a look here. Third example I'm taking. 0.631 and 0. Let me see what was the third example. 0.4321. 0.4321. I am writing the same. Now carry on with the same. Now first the whole part. Whole part is both decimal numbers the same. It is 0, 0. No difference at all. We will not get the comparison of these two decimal numbers. Now after decimal point, the first digit here is 6 and its first digit is 4. So I clearly, their 10th place digits are different and the decimal number whose 10th place is greater will be considered as bigger. Implies clearly 0.631 will be greater than 0.4321. Now you will have a question here. So it is 0.631. 631. You did not read it as 630. When after decimal point we have to read the digits, we will read them separately 631. And here it is 0.4321. I told you after decimal point number of digits don't make the difference comparison. Number of digits don't make the decimal number greater. What makes the greater is the place of the digit. The place of the digit here 10th place is 6 and here 10th place is 4. So clearly 10th place of first decimal number is greater, it means it will be considered as greater, irrespective of the number of digits we have of the decimal point. It is 631, it has 4 digits. So in case of whole number, every 4 digit number is greater than every 3 digit number. But in case of decimal numbers, after decimal point, that is not the case. The fourth example, and the last example probably, of comparing the decimal numbers. Fourth example I will take. Let me check the fourth example in the previous slide. It is 3.6 and 3.600. It is 3.6 and 3.600. I am writing the solution. I hope most of the students, they already know the answer. Which one is right? Now, comparing the whole part. It is 3 here, it is 3 here. No difference at all. Now, after decimal point, 10th place is 6, so 10th place is 6, same. So, no, we will not get the comparison among the two, which one is smaller, which one is greater. Now, 100th place it don't have, but it is having 0. 1000th place it don't have, but it is having 0. But you know, every decimal number, so decimal part can be added by as many zeros as possible on the right side. So first of all, what you will do, you can clearly check decimal 10th place is same, 100th place, if it is 100th place is 0, it's also is 0, it's easy to hide it. 1000th place is 0 here, it is 1000th place also 0, that's why it is not. Or you can skip these zeros here, or add 2 more zeros to make them like decimals. Now clearly 3.6, it's not greater or smaller than 3.600. It is equal to 3.600. They are equal. Because after point, that zeros on the right side of the digit don't make them smaller or greater. So this is the second topic that we were able to do today. As you see the first slide here, first topic was place value of decimal numbers, second was comparing decimal numbers. Now we have the last topic, that is operating decimal numbers. Very important. Now we will come to it. I will not elongate it a bit. I will just consider one example from each operation and we will try to finish it as soon as possible. Now, our next topic, that is operating decimal numbers. So first operation, you know, that's addition. Addition of what? Addition of decimal numbers. So let's get an example here. find the sum of 13.4070. This example is on your book. This example 17, comma 3.34, comma 2.432. So here I am having three decimal numbers and I have been asked to find the sum. Let me write the solution. On your book, their sum is given in horizontal form. Sorry, vertical form. Their sum is given in vertical form. That is writing one just below the other, above the other. एक दूसरे जिस तरह आप usually add करते हैं. But what we will do here, we will try to add them in horizontal form. So I'm writing 13.4070 plus, keeping up gap, 3.34 plus 2.432. Now remember the types of decimals where I have told you that you can't add or subtract. You can, but most of the students will have confusions to add these decimal numbers. I have told you here that whenever it is unlike fraction, that you have to add them. First of all, try to make it like. So I am doing same here. Like means equal number of digits of the decimal. You can see here the first number here, 13.407 is having 4 digits of the decimal. It is having 2 and it is having 3. Now what will you do? You will try to put the maximum number of digits that are here in all 3 decimal numbers. इतने digits आप decimal point के बाद रखोगे. So 4 are maximum. I will try to make this 3.34 and 2.432 their decimal part equal to 4 digits. Now next step, I am writing 13.4070 as it is plus 3 point. It is having already 3 4, but I need to keep 4 digits. I will carry on 2 more zeros. I have told you adding zeros to the right extreme side of the decimal point will not make any difference. Plus 2.432 and adding this with 0 as well. 1 more zero to make the number of digits of the decimal point equal to 4. Why? Because maximum number of digits of the decimal point in these 3 numbers is 4. Now carrying on the usual addition, starting from the right extreme side, the first place on the extreme side. It is 0 here, it is 0 here, it is 0 here. So 4 3 se start kare, it will be 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. Then it is second place, 7 here, usual adding. 0 here, 2 here. So 7 plus 0 is 0, 7, sorry, plus 2 is 9. It will be 9. Then third, it is 0 here, it is 4 here, it is 3 here. So clearly 0 plus 4 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. You have to be very cautious regarding the number digits placed over here. See, thousands, tenths, it is tenths, hundreds, thousands and 10,000s digits se start here. Then said niche to thousands. Now we have added hundreds. Now we will add tenths and tenths. It will be 4 plus 3, 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. So 1 will be here. Now 1 will get carried to the whole part. Agar tenths se carry hai, that will get carried to the whole part. 1 will be carried here. Now 10 is placed before decimal point. 3 carry 1 4. 4 plus 3. Sorry, I was wrong here. 1's place. Have I told ones? I don't know. So 1 place of the decimal point. Before decimal point is 3. Carry 1 4. 1's place 7. 1's place still plus 2. That is equal to 9. And now the 10 is place. There is 10 place only in 13. We don't have here. It will be 1. So 1 9 1 7 9 0. Now the decimal point. This is usual addition, normal addition. Now where you have to put a decimal point? Check up the number of digits of the decimal point. 1 2 3 4. Starting from the right extreme side, 1 2 1234. Here it will be the decimal point. So 19.1790 is the sum of these three decimal numbers. And remember, it's not necessary to write 19.1790. You can write 19.179 as. So this is how we will do addition in case of decimal number. Now the second operation I am taking the next slide. It will be, second operation will be of subtraction. Now let me take the example here. If you check this example 18 on your book, I will write subtract 5.460, sorry, subtract 5.46. Oh, sorry. Let me write. I'm extremely sorry. Subtract 3.985 from 5.46. Now this is my question. These are two decimal numbers. One is 3.985, second is 5.46. And I have been asked to subtract. Now solution I am writing. Have a look here. Now whenever subtract from is between two numbers, it means you have to first take the second number, then subtract that to this by the first number. Now we have to write first 5.46. And subtract means minus with what? With what? 3.985. Now again they are unlike decimal numbers, so I can't subtract to them directly. You can, but you have to be very cautious regarding their place value. Now what will I do? I have to first make them like. How? Writing 5.46 and minus 3.985. Since you have to count here the number of digits of the decimal point. The first number contains 2 only, second number contains 3. Maximum are 3, so you will make a number whose digits of the decimal point are only 2, you will make that equal to 3. How? By adding 0. Now let me subtract. Usual subtract starting from the extreme. 0 minus 5. कैसे करते थे आप? होता था? नहीं. You usually try to borrow 1 from the next number. The number that is on the left side. 6 will give 1 to 10, 0, it will become 10. So 10 minus 5 will be equal to 5. Now coming to the hundredths place, it was thousandths place. Now hundredths place. Now we are left with 5 here. 5 minus 8 is again not possible. Now we will borrow 1 again, it will become 15. Remember it was 6 initially. Now when we just give 1 to 0, it means 5. 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. Now 10th place. It is 4. No, it's not 4. It is now 3. Why? Because it has given 1 to 6. 3 minus 9 is not possible. Borrow 1. It will borrow 1 from the whole part. Decimal number se pehle bhi borrow. So it becomes 13. 13 minus 9 is 4. Now then we are having left with here 4. Because it gives 1 to 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. Now it's 1, 4, 7, 5. But since we have subtracted decimal number, decimal point, you have to check where we put the decimal point. After decimal point, now both numbers are having 3 digits. So here the answer will carry the 3 digits as well. Starting from the extreme right side, 1, 2, 3. Here it will be. The answer is 1.475. This was our second operation, that is subtraction. We will carry on with the third operation now, that is multiplication. Taking on third. Multiplication. I will give 2 examples of multiplication here. Now let me take first example. Sorry. It is multiple 2.31 and 1.13. Now let us learn how to multiply the decimal numbers. I am writing solution. Now have a look here. So it means I have to simply write 2.31 into 1.13. Now what will you do? You will first convert these decimal numbers into decimal fractions. Now you will learn here one more concept in the same exam. How to convert decimal numbers into decimal fractions. There are two methods to do this question. I will show you both. So I am writing here first solution. Let me check it as denominator. If the number is having nothing denominator, it's already 1. Here it is 1 also. I am converting decimal numbers into decimal fractions. Now I don't want to keep numerator in decimal number. I want to cancel the decimal number. Now if you cancel the decimal number here, cancel decimal number. Now after what will happen after decimal number, you have to check the number of digits. There are 2. So in place of these 2 digits, we will have 2 zeros in the denominator. The same will happen in the first case, second decimal. Now decimal number cancel. After decimal number there are 2 digits, so 2 zeros will come down. So the next thing is 231 divided by 100 into 113 divided by 100 without decimal number. अब decimal number इनके पास है ही नहीं. Sorry, decimal point इनके पास है. Now what will I do? I will multiple numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Remember that multiple fractions. How we have done that? First we check the cancellation. Cancellation here is not possible. Don't get confused that we will do cancellation of 100 with 100. So you have to do cross cancellation. Remember that. Cross cancellation in case of fraction. Now let me carry it on. So 231 to be multiplied with 113. So 231 has to be multiplied with 113. And 100 to be multiplied with 100. Now let me carry on that multiplication here and I will write the answer directly. Rough में ले रहा हूँ 231 into 113. So let us start. Now it is normal multiplication. Starting from 3, multiplying with all 3, the 231 with 3. 3 1 are 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. Then starting from the second digit, you have to give the cross here on the ones place. 1 0 1 1 are 1, 1 3 are 3, 1 2 are 2. Now how many cross? 2 cross because hundreds place digits here. 1 1s are 1, 1 3s are 3, 1 2s are 2. Now what will happen to these numbers? We have to add them. It will be 3, 9 plus 1 10 0, 1 carry to the hundreds place, 6 plus 1 7 plus 3 9, sorry 10 plus 1 11, 1 carry. 3 plus 2 5 plus 1 6 and 2 will be as it is. It is 26103. So numerators when I multiply, it is 26103. Now how will multiply multiple denominators? Now you need not take this lengthy process to multiple denominators when it is in powers of 10. That is 1 and 0s on. What will you do? You will write these 2 zeros as it is. Write in 2 zeros as it is. Because when you multiply any number with 0, the result will be 0. So दो जीरो से multiply करोगे तो 2 zeros आएंगे. अब what is left here? 1. 1 से उस 100 को multiply करो. 1 0 or 0, 1 0 or 0, and 1 1 are 1. So now I got a decimal fraction that is equal to 26103. So I am taking it here along the space here. यहाँ पे इसका आंसर ले रहा हूँ. You can see now it is a decimal fraction now. Clearly it is a decimal fraction. Now decimal fraction इसको हम convert करेंगे वापस decimal number में. How? I will show you that. Write the numerator as it is 26103. Now how many digits zeros are at the bottom? 1 2 3 4. Starting from the right side, move to left side 4 please. Zeros लिखो. 1 2 3 4. तो यहाँ पे आएगा point. The answer is the answer is 2.6103. The final answer 2.6103. This is how you will multiple the numbers. Decimal. So one more method I have told you, that's a bit easy. So I will carry on that method for the same part. Now have a look here. I will take one more method for the same question in the next slide. Have a look. Now alternate method. First method, while you are converting them into decimal fractions. Now here the alternate method here is 231.1.13 it is. It is 231 into 113, but why are we at the decimal numbers? Let me check. It is 2.31 and 1.1. 2.31 and 1.13. First of all, you need to be clear here that for multiplication of decimal numbers, it is not necessary that they have to be in the live decimal numbers. So even unlike decimal numbers will be not. Now how to multiply have forget about the decimal point. Some decimal point high. Do the usual normal multiplication. Have a look. It is 2.31 into 1.13, but consider that decimal point is not. Start doing the usual multiplication. Starting with 3, 3 1 are 3, 3 3 are 9, 3 2 are 6. Now cross 1 3 are 3, sorry 1 1 are 1, oh sorry. 1 1 are 1. Now 1 start 1 1 are 1, 1 3 are 3, 1 2 are 2. Then again 2 cross, you know why I'm putting 2 cross, I did not explain that. 1 are 1, 1 3 are 3, 1 2 are 2. Now let me add these numbers. Starting with 3, 3 cross cross is 3. Cross cross means 0 there, it's not multiple. Now 9 plus 1 10, 0, 1 carry to next place, 6 plus 1 7 plus 3 10 plus 1 11, 1. 1 carry 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 3 6 and 2 as it is. Now this is the final answer. Now concentrate now on the decimal point. After decimal point, how many digits were here? 2. And how many were here? 2. 2 plus 2, 4 digits you have to calculate after decimal point. Now in the solution you have to put the decimal point after 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is the decimal point. 2.6103 is the answer. And same answer we have got in the previous slide, that 2.6103. This is a bit lengthy while we have converted them into fractional numbers first, but this one, it is direct multiplication here, where you can consider them the simple numbers and multiply them, then put the decimal number after at last. How? By counting the number of digits of the decimal point in the numbers that you are multiplying. So this is multiplication, but I will take one more example. Example, this is very important. Multiple 13.123 by 1000. Now, what will happen when you are multiplying a decimal number by numbers that are 10, 100, 1000, 10, that is 1 and zeros. How will you multiply? You will write 13.123 as it is and multiply it by 1000. Now, either you will do the previous two methods, या तो पिछली दो methods जिसमें आप फ्रैक्शन में इसको कन्वर्ट करोगे डेसिमल नंबर में, इसको कन्वर्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं है, या तो this method you will use, alternate method, multiplying it in a common way. But when you multiply a number by 10, 100, 1000, you can directly shift the decimal point to the right side or the left side. In case of multiplication, you have to shift it to the right side. How? I will show you that. How many zeros are here in the 1000? 3. And you are multiplying it. If you are multiplying it, you need to shift this decimal point to 3 places on the right side. When you are multiplying by 10, 100, 1000, decimal point gets shifted to the right side. As many places as the number of zeros in the number that you are multiplying. Keep in mind when it is multiplied by the number that contains 1 and 0. So it will get shifted to 3 places. It will be 1, 3, 1, 2, 3 I am writing. It was after 3 here, now it will get 3 places shifted. 1, sorry. 1, 2, 3, here it will come. It will be 13, 1, 2, 3. After decimal point, nothing remains. It will be 0. So this is the answer. Now, if you didn't get it, now alternate method, how we will do? Alternately, we will write 13.123 into 1000. Now, convert this into decimal fraction. 1 is the denominator of every number. Cancel the decimal point. How many digits after that? 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros will come down. It will be 13,123 by 1000 into 1000. Now, remember the decimal when we have done the multiplication of fractions, where cross multiplication was possible. Cross cancellation. So clearly 1001 R and 1001 R will cancel out. What is left here? 13,123 1 R. The answer is 13,123 and denominator will be 1 into 1. That is equal to. So 13,123 in this method. It is also 13,123 because 0.0 means nothing is in the decimal place. Decimal part इसका कुछ भी है. और you can use this method as well. जहाँ पे आप 0 से पहले सबको multiple करोगे, फिर 0 से, फिर 0 से, फिर 1. It's your choice. Now we are done with multiplication of decimal numbers. Now we will carry on the last operation, that is division of decimal numbers. Now I am writing question here, fourth operation, that is division. So you know that we are understanding them by an example. So I am taking an example here. Divide the following. We will take two examples here. First example that I will count right here is first part 1.25 divided by 5. Second one that I will show here is 29.1 divided by 0.5. So let me first consider these two examples. So I am writing the solution of first one. It is 1.25 divided by 5. Now how will you do it? Remember the concept that I have given you in division of fractions, where I have told you whenever you are doing division of fractions, you have to write first number as it is. Convert the division sign into multiplication and take the reciprocal of the number that follows, 1 by 5. Now it's clearly 1.25 into 1 by 5. I have written it 2 times, so I am writing this. So once you convert this into its reciprocal, the number that follows after division, what you are supposed to do, if one of the number is in a decimal fraction, अगर बेटा इनमें से एक decimal number है, you will convert that into decimal fraction. So I know the denominator of this number is 1. Cancel the point. How many zeros? 2 zeros will come down. So it is simply 125 divided by 100 into 1 upon 5. Now check the cancellation. Is that possible? And that's clearly possible between 125 and 100 and also between 125 and 5. Now how to do that cancellation? Have a look. Remember, if the denominator is in terms of 100, 1000, 10,000, you will try to keep that as it is, because that is easy to convert back into decimal numbers. Now between 5 and 125, there is clearly possibility. 5 1 are 5, 5 2s are 10, 2 carry 25, 5 5s are 25. So it is simply 25 by 100 into 1 upon 1 means nothing, because it is multiplicative identity. 25 1 are 25 divided by 100. Now it is decimal fraction converted into decimal number. How? Write the numerator as it is. Now how many zeros are at the bottom? 2. So you have to put decimal point starting from the right side 2 places. To the left side आपको move करना है, you have to put decimal point 1 2, यहाँ पे point आएगा, यहाँ पे 0. So 0.25 is the answer. Now here I will give a concept. If it would have been 2.5 into 100, अगर multiple करते हैं 100, then what would have happened? Decimal point जो है वो दो प्लेस से जाता है राइट साइड पे. Decimal point जहां पे है that could have moved two places to right side, but there is only one place of the right side. So if there are two zeros, you are multiplying with a number that contains two zeros, you have to put two digits of the decimal point. You know that I can add 0. So it will be 2.50 into 100 will be 250 as it is, right? Because we are multiplying into 100. Now decimal point will move two places. 1, 2 यहाँ पे था, यहाँ पे cancel हो जाएगा. 1, 2 यहाँ पे आएगा. There is nothing after decimal point. It will be 0. So 2.50 into 100 is 250. But when it is division, it will move to the left side. Decimal point देखो कोई भी नंबर अगर आप 10 लिख रहे हो, 10 का भी decimal point यहाँ पे है, लेकिन वहां लिखते नहीं. It is 10.0. अगर 25, it is having already decimal point here, but after decimal point there is nothing. That's why decimal point has been skipped. तो यहाँ पे 25 point बेसिकली लास्ट में point, जिस नंबर का डेसिमल पॉइंट मेंशन नहीं होता उसका लास्ट में होता है. सो इस तरह इसका भी लास्ट में. Now which is you are dividing it by 100, that is why it will get shifted what, two place to left side. If you have been multiplying, that means 25 into 100 अगर आप करते हैं, इसका डेसिमल पॉइंट है नहीं तो कहां पे होगा, लास्ट में. अब इसका जो डेसिमल पॉइंट है, बिकॉज यू आर मल्टीप्लाइंग, इट विल मूव टू द राइट साइड, बट देयर इज नथिंग ऑन द राइट साइड ऑफ द डेसिमल पॉइंट. सो डेसिमल पॉइंट को राइट साइड लेंगे, कहां पे कुछ है ही नहीं. So you will add two zeros here, 25.00. Now it will be 2500 और decimal point दो zeros के बाद आएगा. It will be 2500, point के बाद 0 रख सकते हैं. This is how we will multiply and divide by the numbers that contain 10, 100, 1000 and all numbers like that. Now one more example, and the last example I will take. Then we will conclude this topic because this has already gone lengthy. So last example I will take. Example I am taking here. Sorry. I have shown you only one example here. Huh? Okay, second example is 29.1 divided by 0.5. 29.1 divided by 0.5. Second example. 29.5 divided by 0.5. So they both are decimal numbers. So what will you do? You will write 29.5 divided by 0.5. The first thing that you will try to convert them into decimal fractions. Decimal fraction में बेटा convert करो. Now how? इसका denominator 1, इसका भी denominator 1. इससे पहले वाले example में आप कह सकते हो सर आपने तो पहले decimal number में convert ही नहीं किया. Because there was a whole number after divide. तो अगर आप पहले भी कन्वर्ट करते 125 को डेसिमल नंबर में चलेगा, डेसिमल फ्रैक्शन में सॉरी 1.25 को पहले आप डेसिमल फ्रैक्शन नंबर में फ्रैक्शन में कन्वर्ट करोगे कोई इशू नहीं. उसके बाद अगर आप डेसिमल करोगे तो उससे भी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Now here both are decimal numbers. I will convert them into decimal fraction. It is denominator 1, cancelling point 1 0 will come down. Cancelling point 1 0 will come down. Why? Because there is only one digit of this. So it is now we have numbers 295 by 10 divided by divided by it is 5 by 10 because 0 5 means 5 by 10. It is 10 here. Now I will use the normal thing that we have done in the fractions. Dividing two fractions, take the reciprocal of the second one. 295 by 10. Now this division will get converted into multiplication and it is a reciprocal 10 by 5. Now clearly there will be cancellation. Cancellation of what? First 10 and 10 will cancel out. Now 295 by 5. 5 1 are 5. 5 are 25. Have a look here. 5 are 25. We are left with 4 becomes 45. Now 45 कहाँ पे आता है? 5 9s are 45. So the answer is 59. Is the final answer. So this is one more example. Now at the end, I will tell you what actually we have gone through out the chapter. अब इस chapter में पढ़ा क्या बेटा? If you remember, we have started with fraction introduction. जहां पे मैंने आपको कहा why there was the need of fractional numbers, because we don't have numbers before that to represent the parts of something. So fractions के बाद हमने पढ़ी part of a whole and its types हमने पढ़ी. Then after that we have gone through comparing fractions, जहाँ पे हमने देखा बड़े fractions और छोटे fractions को कैसे हम देखेंगे. And I will carry on both. इसी तरह हमने third one जब हमने देखा तो that means हमने वहाँ पे check किया what is how to operate fractions. In the same way, when I talk about decimals we have started with decimal and its types. Then we continued with comparing decimals. But before this, we have done place value. That is chart, that's very important. And at the end, we had done operating decimal numbers. Yeah, there might be some parts from the book which you will not be able to do unless and until you will not have a guidance from somebody. I hope the majority portion of these 4 checkpoints, checkpoint 1, checkpoint 3, 2, checkpoint 3, checkpoint 4, first 3 checkpoints are based on fractions, and the last checkpoint is based on decimals. So there are some word problems as well जो आप day to day life में use करते हो जिनको हमने touch नहीं किया, but I have concluded here is the introduction and the basic revision, basic part, how to operate, how to compare, how to see the types of it, कैसे हमको पता चले, that everything has been finalized in these 7 lectures. And in this way we have just completed this whole topic, that is fractions and decimals. There we will check the checkpoints, 4 checkpoints आपको घर में करनी है. I am sure majority of the portion of those 4 checkpoints you will do by yourself. आप खुद कर पाओगे if you consider these 7 lectures very seriously. So see you, if anybody still is having any confusion, they can reach to the school authorities through their telegram page से वो वहाँ पे जा सकते हैं. तो वहाँ पे अगर कोई confusion हुआ तो you can point out those confusions there, so that we will try to sort out all those confusions. See you in the next class, if we will be asked to have few more class, or we'll see you after the summer break, after the winter break. Till then I hope you will enjoy your summer winter vacation, but apart from that you will not skip on your study. Take care. Fi amanullah.